So today I'm gonna build something that is very personal to me, and that is my room. Something you might not know about me is that sometimes when I don't make art here, I make art at home. I know, shocker! But I also like to play video games. And now that we've just moved from our tiny apartment, I finally have a little room to myself that I really want to turn into the ultimate, like, chill gaming and art room combo. I have a slight feeling it's gonna be complete chaos, but I'm hoping it's gonna be awesome. I think it will. She said confidently. So let's go home and I'll show you my initial plans. Or dreams, if they turn out to be impossible to build. Hello and welcome to my room, the echo chamber. I'm thinking office space on this wall, art space on this wall, and gaming space on that wall. Everything all at once. But I think what is going to be just the most difficult part is this space over here, because I want to have a bed in here for guests. And of course I'm not gonna make a simple bed. No. Let me just show you what I'm thinking. The plan is to build the art space on this wall. On the back wall here, I'm gonna have my office space, desk, computer. But the thing is, I wanna have the bed above it. I wanna be able to just push it all the way to the ceiling when I'm not using it, and then pull it down when I wanna use it either as a bed or a gaming couch. And finally, as the cherry on top, I'm gonna have a bunch of LED lighting. It's a rule at this point. You can't have a gaming room with no LEDs. So what do you think?
I think it's gonna be good, but I think we should make a miniature model of the entire thing just so we know how it works.
But why?
I think it's just gonna be more complicated than you think.
I don't wanna. So Hansi and I have built this 1:6 scale model of my room. So there's me. Hello, Martina. Because this way we can just figure out the problems early on with no stakes. There's been quite a few problems. The way this is gonna work is we're gonna build a frame that goes all the way to the ceiling. That's gonna be attached to these ropes that goes up to a whole pulley system in the roof here, attached to some counterweights, which is gonna make it possible for me to just push this bed all the way to the ceiling. And when I wanna access the bed, I can just pull it down easily. I can just imagine myself sitting here, chilling. Oh my god, if we can pull this off, it's gonna be so freaking cool! Don't you agree, Martina? Very excited. So that's our first objective, building the bed frame. Let's go get some materials. All right. There's our materials. And I mean, we've basically already built this one, so at this point it's just like cutting and assembling, hopefully. Okay, let's build. And it's really nice and solid, and what I think is so cool is it looks exactly like the miniature model. Now comes the part when we actually have to make the pulley system, and I'm a little nervous because this bed is basically unusable if this pulley system doesn't work. Just work pulley time. For every problem we solve on this, a new one pops up. So we attached the back plate here, and this has to be here so we don't interfere with the weights and everything at the back. But what I thought I would be able to do originally was just to cut a slit for the rope in this area, so that the rope can just go straight down. But it turns out the space here is just too tight and there's no way for the rope to go straight down, so it's gonna rub against the wood all the time. And I have got more freaking pulleys. I'm gonna put both of these up there in sort of an S shape, and I'm hoping that's gonna solve our issue so that the rope will just go straight down at the back.
Probably a bit too heavy because we don't have the mattress. Way too heavy.
It is too heavy.
Yes, it's a bit too heavy, but with the mattress, it's gonna be better for sure.
Ah! Yeah, boy! Guys, we have a fully functioning bed! No, we don't. So, what happened is it worked really well for like 4 times and then it just stopped. It just didn't want to anymore. It was like, no thank you, I'm done. This right here, too many freaking pulleys. Like when you add more pulleys, obviously more friction. Didn't think it was gonna be a problem, but yes, big problem. Oh, the S shape that you thought were so clever, Martina? Stupid! You know why? Because it adds friction. So when we added more load, it just nothing works. And so we have spent so many days trying to move the pulleys around, trying to like find the right balance of everything, trying to make it nice and smooth and oiling it up. But am I gonna give up? Hell freaking no. It's personal now. It's between me and the pulleys. And so instead of placing the counterweight at the back, we placed it on the side. And now it like kind of works. It's not as jank. Can we move on now? I'm so freaking done with this bed. I don't want to see a pulley ever again in my life. Let's just move on. But anyway, now that the bed actually works, pretty smooth, I gotta admit. I mean, just look at this. Just unlock it with the fail-safes I added. And now with one hand, I can just go so freaking smooth. When I don't want it anymore, I can just push it to the ceiling, baby. Whoop. So I can just lock it in place, bloop, like that. And now there's just no way this thing is gonna fall on my head. Are you excited, Nori? Excited about the bed? Yes. That was one part. Now moving on to the desks. I'm basically gonna have 2 different desks. And you might think, what the heck are you gonna use 2 desks for? Well, you see, I suffer from a chronic condition called laziness. And so if I feel like doing art one day and there is a keyboard on my desk that I have to move to the side to bring in the art supplies, I'm just not gonna do it. It's too much work. And not to mention, when I'm done, I have to actually move the art supplies out of the way to move the keyboard back in. Oh my god, I'm getting exhausted just thinking about it. And so what happens is I don't do art that day. And so in an effort to try to encourage myself to do more art, I'm gonna have a separate office space with my computer and a desk space for my art. That way, my art desk can always be messy and my computer desk can always have the keyboard there. It's a win-win. As you can see, I already have a bit of a head start because I put together these IKEA Plaza drawers. Oh my god, so pretty and a lot of storage. And those on top of a 2x4 in this direction is just the perfect height for a desk. Okay then, it's a chop time. Tight fit, perfect. On to the next one. All the desk pieces are in place, but as you can see, there are some cracks here and there, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit of sawdust, mix it with some wood glue, and then like stuff it in the crack. Coffee break. Yep. You know what the best part of coffee break is? Watching the Great British Bake Off. Of course, not available in your country. I beg to differ. Got him! Now this is why you should get NordVPN, baby! Now with a bonus voucher for Saley. With NordVPN you can watch anything you want, wherever you want. If you're traveling, or if you're from a tiny country like me with very limited content options, just go somewhere else, virtually. It's like living in the tunnel network deep underground where no one can find you. You can just go and connect to wherever you want without anyone knowing. It's great! NordVPN also keeps you safe from nasty stuff like malware and trackers and ads. Living in the tunnel has never been this good. But I mean, if you don't like it, they also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, if you use our link, nordvpn.com/nerdforge, you also get up to a 10 GB Saley data voucher. What's Saley? Some sort of boat? Well, not quite. It's an eSIM that gives you easy access to the internet wherever you travel with just a single app installation that works in over 150 countries. So if you're interested, then check out nordvpn.com/nerdforge to get 4 bonus months and a Saily data voucher with all 2-year plans. And back to the project. Oh my god, wanna see something dumb I just realized? Nice. Nice. Oh, such small brain. Oh well, I guess I can store like long, thin items in here that I don't really need to access all the time, but yeah, very well thought through, Martina. Nice. It's coming together, I can see it. I added the second layer of the sawdust goop in here. That's gonna dry, then we're gonna sand the whole thing down. And I've also added holes for these cable inserts here, there, and 2 over there. And also I've routed this channel here for an LED profile that's gonna be inset into the desk. Next up, shelves. If you're an artist and you're anything like me at all, one corner of your room looks like this. Am I right? And I'm tired of it. I want to be able to vacuum without having to move everything around. So I have a solution. I want you to say hello to Billy. And I'm sure if you've ever been to IKEA, you've met him before.
Hello.
So let me just get you, Billy. Wait, you need to lose some weight. Jesus. There we go. Whew. Now, listen to my plan. We just put Billy right around here somewhere. Then we have a nice little gap behind him where we can stuff large canvases, then add a door on the front, cover it up, and no one has to see it ever again. Sounds good, right? First, pop some more shelves in there. Next, add some power and some LEDs. Then we cover up our mistakes. Bookshelf is in, nice and secure. It's got LEDs on every single shelf. So now I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleanup on this, and then we're gonna add another bookshelf on the other side. Look, I made a little friend. This is Marvin, the moth. Hello.
Do you want, like, you can go out there, you know?
Farewell, Marvin. Nice to have known you. Have a good life. Anyway, we have bookshelves, baby! I love it. And let me show you the coolest part. I mean, it's a little hard to see because it's so light outside, but we have lights. It's not so strong, but it just got the right ambience. I mean, in the dark, this looks so good. I mean, I kind of hate that you can see the diodes, but we're gonna put some trim on there and like cover it up, so we'll deal with it later. But oh boy, I have severely underestimated how much work this project was gonna be. And you're probably like, oh Martina, I could have told you that for free. No. You keep telling me that and I keep underestimating everything, but I'm just forever a time optimist. I guess that's the secret to doing big projects, is just underestimating everything. And when you realize how long it's gonna take, you're too deep in it, so you just have to finish it. At least it's starting to come together. Slowly. Bookshelves, check. Desks, also check, because God bless him, Hansi has sanded these down. They are now so nice and smooth. I just want to sleep on it. Oh. A bed that can go all the way to the ceiling. Check. Hidden canvas storage. Check. And now, all that's left to construct is a staircase and another bookshelf. And then construction is done! And then it's finally aesthetics time! Oh! First off, staircase. Boom! Framework done. And boom! Look at that storage! So optimized. All we're gonna do now is to add the steps and some shelves. I realized a millisecond too late that I cut it from the wrong side. And that part was not supposed to be... Oh, and I don't have any extra material because these are the leftovers. Ah! Used my brain for 20 more seconds and figured, hey, I can just like mirror it and cut it on the other side instead. So we're good. I didn't actually cut it wrong. So double small brain moment. construction complete. Boring stuff's done, and now comes the exciting part. So first of all, we have some nice art storage with so many baskets, so many shelves down here. But the best part is it doubles as a staircase to my bed that you can actually pull down from the ceiling, which is so freaking cool. And then when I want to get up here, I can just get in, baby! And take a little nap. Or first, play games, which I'm mostly gonna do. Take the shortcut down, like this, Tarzan mode. Nice. So now finally comes my favorite part, the aesthetics! Soon it's finally time to find out if this room is actually gonna be my ultimate gaming and art space. Or, you know, if this has all been for nothing. That'd be cool. But first, aesthetics. We're gonna have trim, we're gonna have paint, we're gonna have a bunch of decoration to really make it my style. And finally I'm gonna add my projector in the ceiling to get my gaming space on that wall. And oh my freaking god, I'm so excited. It's hammer time! Before oil, after oil. Yes! Finally, it is done. I mean, holy frick, this took so much longer than I expected. I mean, it's been 5 weeks. Like, if you've been wondering where we have been, it's here, making a complete mess of everything. So now let me show you my ultimate gaming slash art room slash office slash guest room combo. Let me just give you the full tour. So first of all, the office space. So when I have some work to do, I can just sit down here, do some little work, do some editing on the computer with this nice little background. And then of course my computer over here is hiding this corner that is just the audio system that is not very pretty, also covered by a lava lamp. Nice. And in the same shelf I have my Xbox right next to my art space. And I absolutely love this space. I mean, you have the desk underneath the window for some, you know, daylight, some inspiration. And then I have my easel on the wall there. And over here, my canvas storage. I know I mentioned it a million times, but oh my God, it is so nice. I mean, look at the size of these canvases that are not on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about that amount. And then of course over here I have easy access to all my art supplies. And then when I'm not doing art or not at my office desk, I might do some gaming on this nice bed that you can pull down from the ceiling. I think this is just gonna be the perfect space for me to relax, not think about stuff, just play some video games, snuggle up with a bunch of pillows, maybe a big bowl of popcorn to watch a movie. Because what I actually haven't shown you is that there is a projector in the ceiling here that is projecting onto a screen on this wall over here. And it's kind of cool because it kind of looks like a canvas, so it's very like inconspicuous. Oh, and here you can also see like the speaker system. We have one there, bing, bing, one there, bing. And my God, the amount of cables I have run for these things. That's one of the things I'm probably most happy about is just cable management here. Love seeing no cables. Another thing I'm very happy about is the fact that this bed is actually a functional guest bed. I mean, I can stuff my guests in here, and yes, I'm gonna get a railing in here because, you know, I don't want to kill my guests, so don't worry about that. I mean, it's not too bad. We have a 4-in-1 kind of room: office, art room, gaming room, guest room, in a 10 square meter room, which is like 107 square feet. I think it's pretty optimized, you know? Good planning, Martina. Nice. Thank you for staying with us. Even though it's been 5 weeks since the previous upload, it's normally not that long. And of course, big thank you to our patrons for continuing to support us. You're awesome. And now before I forget, this is a new shirt that is coming to our store, which is super comfy. It's in 2 colorways, and so if you are a creative chaos type person like me, then check it out. If you want to be notified when it comes out, then we have a newsletter on our website that you can sign up for. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And now it is finally time, at last. Let's have a look at the final result. Oh, I'm so done. Oh, I love it. Now I'm gonna go watch a movie. Good night.